Hello, I'm Necro, and today I'm going to be walking you through the Rethramis Border Adventurer's Tome items. So to begin, we're going to start in the Regria Monastery. So first of all, immediately from the triport, we're going to just move to the left, and behind these awnings, there's going to be 2 hidden Makoko seeds. Just north of that in the triport, you're going to find a Vista. From here, we're going to be going down the left staircase. Once you're at the bottom, you're going to come around this barricade, and right here at these barrels, you're going to find a hidden ingredient, the Regria Flower Oil, and all you're going to have to do is pop that into your Adventurer's Tome. Right there. Next, we're going to head south to our first monster mark. About right here, you're going to see Boss Gravedigger. Kill him, and we're going to head off to the southwest. Following the road all the way out here, you're going to see this burnt down house. If you just walk into the fire, it won't hurt you. You're going to find a hidden story burnt with love. We've got 3 more seeds in this area, so we're going to go find those real quick. The first one's easy to find. Just to the east of that burnt house, you'll find this lake, and to the south of it, Makoko seed. A little bit further south, you're going to come to this tree right here on the minimap. You'll see it just behind the sleeping bag, another seed. Coming slightly to the east, behind this windmill, you can see the little leaf sticking out. Just come back here and grab this Makoko seed. Now we're going to teleport back to the Regria Monastery, this time taking the right staircase down, following the right road up, past between those trees, and right here in this fern, after clearing out these scat holes, you can grab this Makoko seed. We're going to continue to the north, following the road until we get to this farmhouse right here, clear out the monsters, and behind this dead tree, another seed. Now we're going to keep heading to the north, and we're just following the path until we get to this little open area, and somewhere around here you'll find the flesh-eating spider boss. In the same area north of where he spawns, we're going to be looking for this barricade right here, and in the bush to the right of it, you're going to find an investigate option for our final ingredient item. You'll find the solar tree sprout. Now that's the last thing we're going to have to take back to Prideholme in order to finish the cooking section here. We'll be making the Dawn Tree Sprout Cider. And once we turn that in, don't forget that the Holy Potato with teeth marks is a rapport reward from Sierra, so you won't be able to finish that until you build your rapport up with her. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is hop over this jump right here. And we're going to continue onwards. You'll see this mausoleum, and all you have to do is hug this right wall. You'll see these tombstones until you get an investigate pop up, and we'll check it for our final hidden story. Now we'll head across the graveyard, making your way past all these vengeful spirits. You'll make your way up these stairs to this statue, and behind the statue you'll find the final Vista. Now we'll make our way to the southwest side of this graveyard, where this dead end is. You'll notice these ghosts on your way, and if you come back here you'll see that it's a dead end, but if we kill these 4 ghosts, it will spawn a jump symbol, and you'll be able to use that to access a hidden area. Once you're up here, you'll just head straight towards the very back of this rather large and interesting area. It's hard to tell, but about here on the minimap, you'll see 2 Makoko seeds. And just a little bit further from those, under this tree, you'll find another one. So 3 Makoko seeds in total. Before we head to wrap things up, there's one final thing we need to do in the graveyard. These ghosts have a chance to drop something called a moss-covered log, and inside of that log is the quest chain that will finally unlock the another story, Tragedy Written in Stone. So you're going to have to stay here for a while and hope you get lucky. It's apparently a pretty rare drop, so I'll be grinding it out and let you know my results after I'm done. And in an embarrassing turn of events, I've had a moss-covered page in my inventory. I must have picked it up at some point during this playthrough, so hopefully you'll have similar luck in being able to get it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the Tragedy Written in Stone quest. Alright, there we go. Really quick quest. Only takes about 2 minutes tops. And now that we're done, we can talk about the final thing we need to do before we head off to the dungeon. The Rudric Boss. He will spawn in this graveyard. You'll see this circle kind of denoting his spawn area. He spawns every 30 minutes once he's defeated, so just whenever he does spawn, look around, you'll probably see some other people fighting him or something. At the end game, if you're coming back here, he's incredibly easy to beat, so one of the things that I did, just not to waste as much time as possible, I would set my Bifrost point at the Rethramis border right in this graveyard, so that every time that you'd come back to Lutera, because you do end up coming back to this continent quite a lot, it would just be about here, so whenever he did spawn, if he did spawn, I could see his name pop up. Just kill him. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting about 30 minutes after every single kill to have a chance of getting him. Yeah, so when you finally do find him, just kind of give him the old high-level beatdown, or low-level, if you're a super early collector. Now that we're all done in the graveyard, we're going to teleport to the border post to wrap things up at Aquilok's tail. Okay, so now that we're here at the dungeon, don't forget you gotta complete it both on normal and hard to be able to get full completion for the Adventurer's Tome. So queue up for whatever you haven't done before. Okay, now that we're in the dungeon, we're going to start heading south, but don't take the jump just yet, because as soon as you kill the snake underneath these ribcage bones, you can actually go underneath, and there's a secret passage with 2 Makoko seeds. Once you have those, go ahead and make the jump. Clear out the monsters here. And before progressing anymore, we're going to come to this seemingly dead end on the minimap. This is where you'll find the final monster mark, the Decomposed Infected. Slap her down. Before you head out, don't forget to pick up these 2 Makoko seeds. With those in tow, we only have 2 seeds left to go. Continue on with your dungeon objectives. And right here on the minimap, you'll have popped some eggs. And behind those eggs, make sure you have enough room to breathe. And there's a Makoko seed. Continue on through the dungeon until you make it to the boss room. Once you reach the deepest part of the cave, you run into Harizel. Kill him real quick. And this tiny nub on the top left of the minimap, the final seed. Now make sure you finish the dungeon at this point to get credit for that. And once you're done with that, we're basically done with Rethramis. Congratulations! There's going to be a few things left to do. Of course, the Holy Potato with teeth marks is going to take you probably the longest time, because building up that rapport with Sierra is a chore. Remember to keep track of Rudric, and hopefully you'll be able to pick him up on a spawn. Neria and Sierra are the 2 rapport characters that you'll have to work towards in the long term to make sure you get 100% eventually. And with the collectibles, again, you can either just grind these out, which I wouldn't personally recommend because on the marketplace most of these are very cheap, so you could save yourself just farming higher tier content, selling some of the stuff you get and buying these. And then finally, just unlike me, make sure you finish all the difficulties of the dungeons. I gotta go back and run Toxiclaw Cavern again on normal, for instance. And that'll wrap up this video. Thanks for joining me. If it helped you at all, consider liking to motivate me to make these faster. Subscribe if you want to see the rest of the series. Let me know what I can do better in the comments. And that's all from me for now. See ya!